So, what's your title, Mr. James?
So I am working at Texas A&M University, Texarkana. I am an admissions counselor.
Absolutely.
I recruit students all over East Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, man, those are some titles.
Sure.
So, okay. Me and Tyler talk about academia a lot, and you're an academia guy.
Yes, sir.
You know, Tyler low-key one of the best math teachers we got on the island.
Hey.
He's, proficient. I forgot.
Play it.
But
Definitely not proficient.
but okay, man. We're gonna jump into this by academics. So,
Okay.
Mr. James, I love your father because he over there where I'm from. What's his name and what does he do?
So my dad is Mr. Leroy James. He is assistant principal at Arkansas Middle School.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, good dude. I remember, when I was in that type of education, I guess going through. Yeah, I graduated from Arkansas High. I knew your dad then. My mom was a teacher, so they were, co-workers sort of deal.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Mr. James for real.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, do you have a bachelor's degree?
Yes, I do. So I have a bachelor's degree from Henderson State University, graduated in May of 2019.
Go Reddies.
And yes, go Reddies.
Ready spirit.
Ready spirit, absolutely.
His wife's already, so he gotta say that.
Okay,
She gonna kick him out.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah. Well, so did you just have a bachelor's or what?
So I have a bachelor's from Henderson, and I recently just graduated from Texas A&M University Commerce, actually over the weekend.
Go Lions.
With my master's in higher education with an emphasis on administration. So,
oh, wow.
I wish I had a hand clap button on the board.
I'll give you one right here. Hey, check me out. So, Mr. James, when you going to come join us on the island?
Oh, man.
We'll talk about it later. Man, what?
Well, I'm still, keeping my options open
Absolutely.
and whatnot.
I don't mean to put you on. I'm just joking, but we would love to have you.
Yes.
If anyone's watching this that I work with, he's a good dude.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime you can, get a self-accomplishment that you worked so hard for over time, it's always a good deal. But then what it's in, you know what I'm saying? Our education's obviously what really is the root for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because without an education, who are you?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you do, Mr. James?
So I am a recruiter. I go to different high schools and college fairs pretty much every day.
Yeah.
I say 3 to 4 days out the week, and I just recruit students at those schools. So I will go and present a presentation.
Okay.
I will talk to students, and I'm pretty much just selling our university to students and trying to get them to attend the great A&M Texarkana.
Absolutely. Go Eagles. Shout out to Mr. Ron Wall over there and Mr. Galvan, maybe is his name. I forgot. But hey, shout out to Mr. Tony Favors. I heard y'all say his name. I've only seen him in the TASB meetings, but shout out to him. Man, question. This is what I want to ask you this to ask this. Do you see, and this is a real question I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Do you see I don't want to say discrepancy, but do you see something wrong with our community in higher education?
Do I see something wrong? I mean,
okay. The reason why I ask this is because I don't think it's emphasized enough. Like even your favorite rapper, like Kodak Black is in college. Plies went to college. Rick Ross went to college. Slim Thug went to college. All these people, in our community that our community looks up to, they actually, Young Jeezy's son went to a private school and is in college, like Clark Atlanta or something like that, Georgia Tech. So like, we go to college, but we don't emphasize it the right way, if that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm asking you: is there a discrepancy in young brothers and young sisters that you've come across and them wanting to go to college?
Gotcha. So I see a lot of wrongs and I see a lot of rights with that as well. I mean, of course, we are looking at what we are influenced by.
Absolutely.
So we see a bunch of just everything on social media. Social media is probably the biggest platform that you can see everything on.
Absolutely.
And once you see on social media is what you're kind of getting out now.
Absolutely.
And that could go wrong in certain ways. But I mean, I also see some rights too. I mean, you have some great leaders in the community that do great things, and when they see that type of agenda out in the community and whatnot, people are more encouraged to go to college or do things like that. But of course, we do see that negative agenda as well, as you see with certain music or just type of reality shows and just all different types of things that you may see. And it's just a vibe that we don't want to encourage for the youth, but I mean, it's up to us to make it better.
So my thing is, I think a lot of people are influenced by the culture and by society on if they're going to go to college or something.
What do you mean?
As such.
Explain it to me, because all I've been preaching since July 1st. You got to go to school. I got tattoos from my neck to my toes.
Piggybacking off of what he says, like the music or the reality shows or something. A lot of things in society, they don't preach college or anything like that, going to college necessarily. So a lot of people they get blinded by what they see, and they see the success and the glamour and all this stuff, and they don't think, oh, college is what I got to do to go get this. I can just do whatever. So I can go rap or I can go do this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So,
which I mean, like I said, you can be successful without
right.
college.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, of course, since I work in the education field, I'm going to always push education.
Yeah.
I mean, because knowledge is everything. You
Absolutely.
can gain so much from education. So, I mean, of course, if not college, then of course you have military. You want to fall back on, or if you want to do just work immediately after
trade schools.
Trade school.
Like
you have trade schools are really big now. So I mean, Texas County College pushed that really big, as well as other community colleges as well. So trade school is huge. A lot of students do go to trade school now. So
I, I'm around these kids a lot. Even though I'm an administrator or whatever. Thank God I am. Shout out to Ellie. I love y'all over there. Love y'all.
Those Lefferts. Shout out to Lefferts.
Oh, man, I love them. But so I'm around these kids. And, man, sometimes they tell me, man, I don't want to go to college, Mr. Gill, or, man, that ain't for me, Mr. Gill. And I'm like, what? And, I try to explain to them the best time that I had in my life was when I was in Fayetteville, no matter what, like, was going on in my life. Like, it was still, I was there. There's a lot of things that you can expose yourself to that will change, your future later. And I just, I don't know.
What do you think gets a kid to that point?
That's what I was about to ask him. Like, what can we do to push kids to academia?
I mean, kind of with my job, just talking to students. Some students don't even know about college.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
don't even know how to apply through the admissions application.
Approach college, don't approach a recruiter.
Yeah.
So just making sure that you can have recruiters come to the school.
Yeah.
Every day, honestly, if you can. It don't matter if it's a small school up to a big D1 school. As long as you have some type of representative that can come to the university or come to the high school and talk to the students about something, that's exposure right there. Like I said, students don't know about different things about college, how the financial aid work, how admissions work, how to sign up for housing, so many different variables of college, but students don't know about that. So if we can push that agenda more, trying to get students to know more about college. College is the best experience anybody could probably have.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
you mentioned that being a part of your daily life, clearly. So kind of just talk about what you do.
Like I said, I am pretty much selling the university to students. I break down everything piece by piece. Everything, starting from admissions, all the documents that we will need. So your TSI, your ACT, SAT scores, everything. We will also help you get with housing, help you financial aid, any type of financial aid questions that you have. I'll help out with that. And I just break down everything piece by piece to make sure your process at our school is extremely smooth.
That's what's up.
That's awesome.
Well, I will say, education clearly is fundamental in everything. To be honest with you, and I genuinely think, as a community, we have to push it a little bit more. As you say, you got to push the narrative. We push the narratives for so many other things, but I think that narrative could be pushed a little bit more as well. And that might be part of the reason why we don't see what you're saying.
So like how do we? Everybody wants to be a rapper, right? Especially here. And I understand why. You see that big 1501 chain? I want one too. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotcha, hey.
I ain't gonna lie.
Death Row chain.
Gotcha.
I got one of them too. Shout out to Death Row. But but how do you push young men to understand? So people think I'm all about football, right? Because I have a little football deal going on. But the real thing is that I'm trying to help young men who like your dad. I know him from being, at the schoolhouse with me. My mom taught with him. So you knew you were going to college.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to college.
Yeah.
But Pookie them and Marquand them, they don't have that same luxury going home to a parent that's an educator. You know what I'm saying? Tyler come from families of educators. They're over there on Houff Lane. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's not afforded these opportunities. So how do you reach down to that young man who all he see, latchkey kid, mama not around, daddy might be in the penitentiary, like anything. How do you reach that young man?
So, I mean, it starts with us, going to those students and talking to them and whatnot, but just reaching out. I mean, when you see somebody, I try to talk to everybody. I learned that from my dad, actually. My dad, when he go to the grocery store, he talks to everybody. Because
he a goat over here. He talks to
we
all love Mr. James.
I picked up on that. My brother is the same way. I have an older brother who stays in Colorado now, but he's the same way. And my mom's the same way as well. We go to the grocery store. We go to, anywhere we go. We talk to everybody now. And that's something I picked up in my work setting. Just talk to everybody. You never know what anybody's going through. So when you talk to somebody, you can have a conversation just about, I'm a real big sneakerhead. So
Absolutely.
I'll talk about if I see a guy.
What's your latest pair you done bought?
Latest pair I done bought.
Because I got some stuff over there in my apartment I don't stay in, boy.
I think the last I bought was electric green 6s.
The 6s, okay.
But it's been a minute. I haven't bought shoes in a while.
What's pair before that? Because I got the Carmines I just bought, and what else I bought? I got the foam slides and the 700s. Yeah. I bought them within a month of each other. What else you got?
I have a big foam posit collection. So I have about.
You got that real money.
I got
$280
a
pair. I can't do that. Do you got the weather?
I got the Weathermans, yes sir.
What?
Absolutely. Yes,
what?
Sir. I do have the Weathermans. So.
Man, I had them for one night, and somebody stepped on them, and we tried to tear the armory down in Fayetteville.
Oh wow!
How you doing, Miss Dawn? What's up? Don't watch me.
She watching us. It's usually watching.
So I see you, and I see that you don't have any visible tattoos.
No tattoos.
Why not?
I'm not.
I don't encourage it because
I don't judge anybody with tattoos at all. It's your body. You do what you want, and it's a work of art. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. I'm not too big on tattoos. One, I just don't like needles. Yeah, that's it. I just don't care for it.
Me too.
Two,
Tyler. So if I had a chance to do it over, I wouldn't have any.
Yeah.
But I got them when I was like 14, and that it led into some other stuff. You see, I have on long sleeve now. It's hot.
Gotcha.
Boy, it's 90, boy. It's 90.
95 today.
Boy, I'm gonna have to sit in my office all day. Yesterday, I'm on the football field sweating.
Man,
I sweated out my shirt but it's because of my position. I don't need to be out here flaunting my. I have a full sleeve. I got leg sleeves. Man, my boss man don't want to look at that. He already look at me crazy when I come in a short sleeve shirt. So no. And I just think that when I see young brothers without tattoos, that's being different.
It's rare, ain't it?
Yeah,
it's really rare.
It's really rare, but it's nothing wrong with it.
No.
You can still be 100% professional with tattoos as well.
Absolutely.
So I don't look past nobody. I don't look against anybody with tattoos at all in the work setting. But I just choose not to have any tattoos at all. I just want to keep my body clean and not have anything that. I look at tattoos as in maybe one day I wanted it, next day I may regret it. So and I don't regret anything in life or nothing. But.
So I'm segueing that question. I keep looking at your armband. Your dad was an alpha, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you an alpha?
Yes, sir. A5.
So you ice cold?
Ice cold. 06, yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay.
To the day I die, yes, sir.
A lot of
gotta rip the bread.
So I kept looking at it. I know you saw me looking at it. So a lot of intellectuals were alphas. See, the alphas were the only ones that had the house at the University of Arkansas. So I gravitated. I wanted to be. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Get yourself in trouble.
So you can't hear. He can't hear the.
We're
going to commercial. We're going to commercial.
Gotcha. We'll be right back, folks. You're listening to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
Wow, look at all our signage in here. I did that.
You design signs?
Fast Signs does. I send them ideas and logos through fastsigns.com, and they deliver innovative sign solutions.
But that must take all season.
Not at all. Fast Signs creates signs on almost any surface, any size and quantity, in no time at all.
They're almost as talented as me.
You should take a time out.
See the experts at Fast Signs, 3745 Mall Drive, Texarkana.
Football is a way of life for our community, and supporting our community is a way of life for Farmers Bank and Trust. We believe that support isn't just offering great products and services, it's being active in our community. Whether it's cheering on the home team on Friday nights or supporting academic programs during the day, Farmers Bank and Trust is our community's biggest fan. Find a branch near you at myfarmers.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cancer can feel like something we can't do anything about, but you can. There are screening tests that can catch cancer early when it may be easier to treat. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, start colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
And I'm going to welcome back to the Power Hour. I'm going to shout out our studio sponsors. That's Budweiser. I don't drink. Hey, man, you drink? Okay, good. We don't drink over
I'm the
here.
only one up here that sip a little bit.
Yeah, man, you're a lush. You like to get lushy on the way.
Talking about me.
Hey, I told my wife, she was wondering why I'm ready for her to go out of town. But I'm trying to get turned up with Tyler, boy. We get turned up, boy. But no, shout out to Budweiser for being our studio sponsor in Liberty Hollow High School, where leopard pride never dies. Want to give a quick shout out to Ms. Davis. Thank you for listening in Central Arkansas. Man. As soon as I get some time, I'm going to jump on Walker's huddle tape. We're going to get it done.
I saw Walker got an offer. I think, didn't you share it?
Yeah, Walker Davis, he gets some offer. He's a really good interior offensive lineman.
I just remembered the name when she was watching the show, and then, you retweet everything in America.
Yeah. Got to.
I saw Walker got an offer. But no, I do want to shout this out before we get in trouble.
Yeah, we'll get mad.
For surely. They'll get on to us.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Liberty Hollow boys baseball team. Clearly it's boys. If I'm
only baseball team in the city still playing. Yeah. I just want to notate that.
Yeah. Gotta let that be known.
Gotta let it be known, because folks think we be playing over there just because we didn't win state last year. That don't mean we're not really good at baseball.
Had we beat the state champion, I think we might have won.
Man, we beat them 2 times this year.
For another day.
Yeah,
we beat them 2 times last year too, though. So I don't mean.
Yeah, but
anyway, shout out to them. They did advance to the 3rd round. They're area champions. They will be playing Friday at 7.
One game. Trap game.
Yep, trap game. Bullard won the flip. So Coach Fowler said they agreed to a 3-game series last week if both teams won. And then this one, when both teams ended up winning, he said they had a flip, and Bullard's coach changed his mind, so they ended up flipping, and they won the flip.
He knows that they don't have any pitching depth.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can still pitch 3 pitches in one game. It don't matter. You can pitch whatever you want to do.
I hope Fowler does that.
Yeah, I'll pitch all my good ones.
Boy.
One get
you
get slide,
you get 2 innings.
Come the next one.
You get 2 innings.
Real talk. You tripping into 2 innings.
Boy, that's all you got. Our season on the line. You got 2 innings, kinfolk.
Real talk.
And if one of y'all strike out too, you go hard for 2 innings.
You staying in.
Boy, first time somebody get a hit, come on.
Come on. I'm putting the next one in.
No, sir. It's too much on the line.
I already said that.
Too much on the line.
I ain't the coach, so, I can't
and
make
Fowler,
that type of decision. He got it. And Fowler, we trust.
And Fowler, we trust.
Man, he done turned the baseball program out.
Boy, and Fowler, we trust, man. And Fowler, we trust a whole lot, and we're going to get to that later.
Shout out to OG Fowler.
Boy.
Real talk.
Man, shout out to Rick.
Fowler.
Yeah.
Man, put me in the headlock.
Yeah, what if folks thought we finna stomp that man out? I was like, man, Rick, what's up, man, Rick?
He had me kind of tight.
2 black males beating up this man.
Come on, Coach Fowler. He better let up a little bit.
Well, he did grab you kind of hard. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, Rick, what's wrong, baby? All right?
It's funny, but now shout out to them. I did have to shout them out.
Oh man, yeah, and Coach Ingstrom and Rushing.
Yeah, Coach Ingstrom, Coach Rushing, Coach John. We don't want to discredit anybody, but the head man is obvious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's the biggest part of it all.
And he's doing a heck of a job.
Everybody plays their role, and they're on the roll. So hopefully they can beat Bullard Friday at 7 in Winsboro. If you can't make it, Chuck and not Zach, Chuck Zach and Tony Kirk.
Professor, yeah.
Chuck the Professor
Big off.
and Tony Kirk will have it live right here on 107.9 The Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't hear what I said, huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Anyways, we're back with Telvin James in the
Yes,
studio with
Telvin.
Sir,
Woohoo!
sir.
Mr. James.
Yep.
So man, I got some more questions for you because I'm into I love everyone, but I'm into people from my community obtaining higher education and also pushing. That's pushing P to me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, man, free one. But whenever you're trying to help young people further themselves, however that is, I use football, you use books. Tyler used math problems. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, you have to, push. But we're talking about alphas. What made you become an alpha?
So what made me become an alpha? Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So actually, I pledged at Henderson
My uncle's an
State.
alpha. Shout out to the alpha.
Yes,
So
sir.
don't beat
Shout
me
out
up
to
for
the
doing
alphas.
that.
No,
I don't try to
no,
beat
no,
me up.
No, it's no smoke whatsoever.
Okay, all right.
But
Dude
I
is
pledged at Henderson State
Okay.
fall 15, so I am an old head now, we'll say. But I am an old head in the game.
I had to think about that. 15.
Yeah, fall 15.
I'm still listening to Drake Summer 16.
Yeah.
I'm looking for revenge.
So how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 26.
Not that old.
I feel like I'm 46.
Couple years
but I'm
younger than
26.
Bro, I'm a
I
full
feel it too.
decade older
28,
than
I'll be
you.
like, man, wow, my hair turning gray. I'm like, man, it's
Man,
rough.
You
I'm
still
telling you.
young. Okay.
But I decided to pledge, man. I seen the approach that the Henderson alphas gave, and
Okay.
of course, my dad, uncle. I have a lot of family that's alphas as well, and
You got your AK yet?
no AK. I'm looking around everywhere.
just
I don't-
anywhere, okay.
I don't discriminate any.
Boy, you went left field with that one.
Hey, he
Boy,
let me know.
They not finna like you. Hey, look, pretty girls wear 20 pearls,
he
man.
didn't say he wouldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't say I
Just
wouldn't.
said-
Boy,
Yes, I
you
would.
supposed to say I love them and be quiet. They're gonna attack
It's a
you at
different
church.
type of love, though.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You wait till Sunday. You be on your top, boy. Them old ladies with them hats on gonna be on your top, boy. We heard what you
We
said.
heard them hats and them
Nothing
pearls.
like
You hear
that,
me?
nothing like that.
That's funny.
Nah, man.
That's really funny.
But man, the approach that the guys in Henderson gave, I mean, they had the swagger. They were versatile. They were just nice, cool guys. They didn't bring off any type of bad energy whatsoever. And I just kind of talked to them or whatever, and they were just like, man, you fit the description of being an alpha man. I mean, we do community service. We are working around the community. They go to the elementary schools and talk to the students and read books to the elementary kids. And I didn't really see that from everybody else on campus. I mean, I know they probably were doing it. I just didn't see it. And it was just like, that fits me.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see myself being anything else. I don't talk bad about any other Greeks.
Yeah.
I know college days we kind of did, but you know, now
We grown. Everybody grown.
we all grown and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I mean, that just fit me
Yeah.
best, I will say, and I've been loving it ever since.
That's what's up. I'm all about, is it non-Penhelic?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all about non-Penhelic organizations, you know what I'm saying? I went to a PWI and the Zeta Tau Alphas, they won the Sprite Step Show when I was at Arkansas. So that was CNN, Good Morning America came to campus because there's never had a Penhelic win a non-Penhelic step show. It's when Sprite gave those young ladies like $20,000 or something like that. But it was different though.
Yeah.
It caused a lot of ruckus. You ain't finna let no Penhelic come over here and do this
Right.
ever
Yeah.
again. Don't, boy.
Nah, don't do that.
Don't even let them come step no more.
So what are some of your goals outside of work and everything else? What are some of the goals that you want to achieve?
So some of my goals, I just want to be the best leader I can be. I mean, I want to work with as many people as possible and just trying to kind of just change the narrative of some things that we see around the community. Right. I want to make people better as well, make myself better as well. I mean, the list goes on what I want to do. I mean, I just want to be great. That's it. I want to strive for greatness. LeBron James, my favorite athlete of all time, they kind of just instilled in my mind, strive for greatness always.
Okay, I gotta stop you there. Which LeBron? Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavs, or Lakers? Cause I'm a LeBron all three. Where he go, I go.
I am too.
Okay,
for
all
sure.
right. Well, that's cool.
Here y'all
Where he go, I go straight up.
I have to throw any era of LeBron. It's that Cleveland championship run.
Okay.
Okay.
That was like a legendary.
That was.
But he was more dominant in Miami though.
He was.
But he was younger.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was younger when
in the first run in Cleveland.
Oh, he
but I'm
was.
saying
You're right.
I'm talking about like championship competing LeBron.
He was older when he went to
competed that
Cleveland.
first time in Cleveland, but that was different. You know what I'm saying? That was
he didn't win until he went back.
went to Miami.
Yeah,
and then Miami came
You're
back.
Right. You're right.
That second he came back.
Tyler knows some info. You gotta watch him. Man, I'm not, and then he get mad about it. He be right.
Yeah.
I don't get mad. I just
dude be right. I had to think about it for a second.
I planned on being a lawyer. You kind of see why.
You like to argue?
Ain't crazy how life changed.
You be arguing. I don't like
I want to be a
arguing,
lawyer,
bro.
now I'm a teacher.
Yeah. Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Time, that's it.
It do, yeah. You know, in due time, that's right. But anyways,
So, what's your most effective technique for meeting a teenager to get? How do you influence a teenager to come to TAM-UT? I want to hear what kind of game you be running. I be running game.
I mean, I just start off with just conversation. I mean, if you just go up and talk to somebody, that can change the narrative of everything off rip. So I just go and talk to them. I mean, and then I relate to students. So I mean, I'm a horrible dancer, but I talk about TikToks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. I do it all the time. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, talking about sneakers, or I talk about music.
Yeah.
And then I can relate from music into school. So I just try to relate as much as possible to the students.
So I try to use that approach with the young people that I deal with, and people are like, "Why are they talking about wanna? Why are they talking about poo shiesty?
Yeah.
What is poo shiesty?"
I mean, I get that too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I try to be as hip as possible, but some of my lingo I'll say is outdated. So
for sure.
yeah, I mean, I don't know half the stuff that's going on now.
That's
but
why
I
you
try
gotta
to keep
watch
up.
these kids, man. You don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on, so I try to keep up as much as possible, and it's different. I will say we in a whole different era of students now.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
They 2000 babies, and
Oh, they bucking.
yeah,
They bucking. I recently
2000 baby.
they different, man. I recently I had to teach a social. I was assisting with us because they don't like when I say teaching. I'm you ain't no teacher. You ain't certified. You ain't certified. Where you get your certification from? So I assisted with a social studies class.
Gotcha.
Tyler laughing because he didn't heard them folks get on my top. So what you teach? What do you got Gill in the class for? So, but man, like when that 2 months of helping those kids open my eyes to what they see at the 8th grade level. I called myself getting onto a young man. I was like, man, you writing like a 6th grader, but no. And I made him keep rewriting.
Get it right.
But his cousin, Barlow, JB, I don't know if you know him, but Coach Barlow, he was like, bro, you got to chill. These kids was in COVID. They ain't been in school in 2 years. They don't know how to write. And I was like, what? I felt bad. And I was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
I will say, like in the college community, that was a tough time during COVID as well, because we were doing everything virtually. And recruiting virtually is a different ballgame.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, especially at a smaller school.
Yeah, so you're trying to talk to students, 20, 30, 40 students online, and none of them have their cameras on. None of them don't care what you're talking about. They probably sleep on the Zoom call or something like that, actually. So it was really difficult, but I mean, we overcame it and whatnot, and then we still doing virtual calls to this day. But it was a big challenge with that one for sure.
So when you have kids at your school who may be social media sensations, like the young lady on the basketball team, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know. Yes, yes.
We're going to break. How about that part?
Bring it back when we come back.
Yeah, we'll pick up on that note. You're listening to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
.1079 The Fan Sports Update with Chuck Zach.
The Texas Rangers scored 6 first-inning runs off Noah Syndergaard. John Gray and 3 relievers combined to beat the Los Angeles Angels 7-4 last night. Houston Astros lost to Boston 6-3. Bigger loss potentially. Pitcher Jake Odorizzi fell running to cover first base in the 5th inning of that game. He ended up leaving the field on a stretcher. Team officials say they'll order an MRI on his left leg today. New York Yankees beat Baltimore 6-2. Yankees have won for the 19th time in 22 starts. They're 26-9 on the season. That's third best 35-game start in Yankees franchise history. The NBA's Eastern Conference Finals open up tonight in Miami as the Heat are going to host Boston in Game 1 of that best-of-7 series. The Green Bay Packers signed All-Pro cornerback Jair Alexander to a 4-year, $84 million contract yesterday that includes a $30 million signing bonus. Alexander's deal averages $21 million a year. It's a new record for defensive backs. That's a look at sports. It's brought to you by Fast Signs.
You've already been the victim of a careless driver, and now you find yourself at the mercy of a billion-dollar insurance company. Don't be a victim twice. I'm Monty Murray with the Murray Law Office, and I can help you through this process. So give me a call at 903-823-3000. We're located at 3918 Texas Boulevard here in Texarkana. I'm Monty Murray, and I'm telling you, don't be a victim twice.
When you look local first, you help local businesses grow and employ more locals, providing direct benefits to our local economy.
You know the Scoreboard is your place to get all your screen printing done. But did you know they now do in-house embroidery on caps, jackets, shirts, or bags for your business, school, church, or even personal needs? Call the Scoreboard on College Drive or online at scoreboardtxk.com.
Sometimes in life, a moment in time alters your whole life and forever changes the road ahead. No matter what, we are your good neighbor. Always have been and always will be. This is State Farm Agent Derek McGarry. Please call us at 903-831-2000 or visit us at derekismyagent.com.
If you need secured storage for your vehicles, boat, trailer, personal, or professional possession, go no further than Lockaway Storage, 927 North Texarkana. Lockaway Self-Storage. Call 430-901-00. At 927 North Robinson Road, Texarkana.
To help your local grow, go to looklocalfirst.com and click on Texas.
Welcome. Am I on? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I can't hear myself, man. I'm about to start.
I hear you loud and clear.
Lordy. Okay. Welcome back to the Power Hour once again, man. Shouts out. The biggest shout out to our studio sponsors, Budweiser. Like, once again, I don't drink, but I see that they got these new seltzers out that we might be trying when we get paid this weekend. It's going down. Who get paid tomorrow?
Us.
How?
Oh no, but it's already there.
You lying.
That's news you got told on the air. Yeah.
What?
It's already
What? And shouts out to Liberty. I don't know if it's direct deposit, then it's going up, baby.
Man, it's already there.
I got some bills I need to pay.
I don't know about you, but I was like, what? It's already. Somebody told me first off, and they was like, yeah, go look. And I went look in Skyward. Psh, it's there. Anyways, that's personal information. I'll keep that to myself.
I need my bag though. I ain't gonna lie.
It ain't in your bank yet, but it'll be there tomorrow. Watch.
Ooh, I'm gonna do the Tootsie Roll.
You should know that.
I did the greedy down the hallway. Admin, boy, they been having me working so hard the past 2 weeks.
Admin, you supposed to know that.
Boy, I'm
working
building
the administration office.
I'm building the inkwell. That's all thing on my mind right now.
Once you get locked in on a project, yeah, you do.
But recruiting and stop all kinds of stuff.
He gets nervous, dude. Like,
yeah, but I feel like my job on the line, but I'm gonna do up on some programs the other day. I was scared.
He ain't lying, dude.
What? Nerve about what? Right.
It be like that sometimes.
Look, I've only been here a year. I'm trying to let this year go by.
Yeah.
Get out the way. Once I get a year under my belt, hey, it's up.
Different story.
What? Next year? But, man, listen, I need you to come to some home football games and pass out whatever you got.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do it.
No, I definitely will. I mean, we go to sports usually.
Who's this a rookie guy? Lord, call me